Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interwebs! This is ReNDoG coming at you from just outside the Winter Wonderland in another episode of Minecraft Survival from the Hermitcraft server. Hey, what do you guys think about my skin? It's pretty freaking awesome, right? This Christmas skin was made for me by a very talented person called Ponybutts, and she put this together for me, including this very posh Christmas scarf, which I absolutely love. I know Iskal's gonna hate it, man. He freaking hates Christmas scarves for some reason, but man, I think my skin is so amazing, and we are really well and truly into the Christmas spirit here on the Hermitcraft server. Take a look at this place. Isn't it looking awesome? My goodness. Oh man, this is the Winter Wonderland on the Hermitcraft server, everybody. For the last 2 days or so, the Hermits have been live streaming in a Hermitcraft Christmas streaming extravaganza. We stream for 12 hours each day on the 21st and the 22nd of December, and we all came here to work in this area, and it's freaking sweet, man. It is the most dangerous and the most deadly Winter Wonderland that I've ever seen in my life. I would definitely not bring my children here, ever. I wouldn't even show them the pictures, because it is pretty scary, man. Look how many bits of undead mobness there is all over the show. There's also a random llama up there just wandering around. But check it out, guys. I wanted to kick off today's episode by showing you guys what we did in the live streams. If you missed it, oh man, you missed some serious fun. I actually died twice in my live stream. Probably not much of a surprise, to be honest, but I didn't die to mobbage, I died to derpness, because I was working on a pretty big project over here, and I fell to my death at one point. Can you guys work out what I made, for those of you guys who missed the stream? Take some guesses into what the ReNDoG worked on over here, man. I'm going to show you some of the builds around here. Also today, my friends, we're going to be heading back to Hermitron Halls and starting to work on the entrance for the Hermitron Halls. We are so close to getting our Hermitron game fired up, man, and now we need to work out how we're going to get the hermits in and out of the halls. So that's going to be exciting, man. Lots of stuff to do in today's episode. Now let's go on a little bit of a tour of the deadliest winter wonderland ever created on planet freaking Earth. Get out of here, arachnid. Starting with old Gaster Claws up there. Isn't that dude awesome? It's a freaking ghast. That was the doings of the derp. Yep, Tango and Impulse managed to get that ghast up there. No idea how they did it. Absolute geniuses at work, being able to transport freaking ghasts left, right, and center. I think I probably need to sleep, right? Because this seems rather ridiculous. This is like some sort of a mini game going on over here. Survive the eternal onslaught of mobbage. .com. Anyway, let's sleep the night away, actually. I wanted to go through this tour at night because I think the place looks really beautiful in the nighttime, but it's probably not a very good idea. Now, you can see to the right-hand corner over there, while we sleep the night away, is a freaking snow globe. Isn't that awesome? Loving that. By the way, this is some sort of a cruel, deranged elf repulsion program game where these derpy snowmen are just constantly throwing snowballs at these freaking zombies. Oh man, that is hilarious. Over here, we have a beautiful snow globe that was put together by False Symmetry. That llama going around and around the Christmas tree is called Reindeer. It's named after me. Oh, that's epic. Love the snow globe, man. Absolutely awesome. Have you guys guessed what the ReNDoG has made yet? I'm not going to tell you just yet, man. Let's take a little bit of a look around here, see what else is cracking. Actually, there's a few things that I haven't seen since I last logged on, because I finished my stream yesterday, and it looks like the hermits that streamed after me have been hard at work. This is a beautiful little place. I guess it's just a little cabin or something. That's very pretty. I like it. Over here, we have a beautiful build by Good Times with Scar, of course. Some sort of a beautiful log Christmas cabin on the hill. These buildings have been put over here by Wells Knight, I believe. I think Exumavoid did a lot of the decorations around here, and the pathing, and that giant snowman is obviously Exumavoid's doing. That leaves us with only one thing that is left that the ReNDoG could have made, and yes, I made the Christmas Nyan cat with the present and a rainbow coming out of its butthole. That was me. I pixel arted that bad boy right at the top of the hill of the Winter Wonderland. I think it's absolutely freaking awesome. I can't believe I actually managed to do it in 2 hours too. Pretty ridiculous, actually. You know what I might do, guys? I might throw up the live stream on my channel so you guys can watch it again for those of you guys who have missed it. But check it that, man. I wanted to have something in the background, right? Like on the skyline. And what better thing to stick on the freaking skyline than a Nyan cat with a Christmas hat and a rainbow coming out of its butt. Absolutely awesome. Oh, I also missed that Santa Claus up there, which is actually pretty sweet. Let's do a little bit of rocket-propelled flyage. Go take a look at that. Oh, man, look at that Santa Claus. That is absolutely awesome. It's got presents. It's got shulker boxes in there, too. That's pretty insane. So yeah, the Hermits did a great job on the Winter Wonderland. I hope all of you guys who were there for the streams really enjoyed yourselves as much as we did. Thank you to the thousands of you who came out to watch us, and we all really, really appreciate it. We had an absolutely amazing time with you guys here in the Winter Wonderland, and yeah, thanks for coming through, man. You guys are freaking awesome. Now, if you think that the Winter Wonderland is the only bit of Christmassy awesomeness that has been going on the Hermitcraft server this week, you would be 100% wrong. There has been some amazing Christmas stuff done around this server. Take a look at that present down there, man. That's freaking awesome. I wish I was cracking that sucker open. I wonder what's inside there, man. That's crazy. That must be a present for Wells Night, I suppose. Right next to our present that we gave Tango in the previous episode. Now, we have also got another present for us to enjoy, everybody. Take a look at this. Isn't this amazing? Oh my goodness. Our Lush Mesa Biome has been turned into an awesome Christmassy tundra of beauty. Have a look at this. Isn't it gorgeous down here? Oh my word. Let me see if I can do a landing on our digestive tract creek. Bam! Barrel roll land. Nice. That was some pro jazz right there. Hello, zombie. What's cracking, dude? Get wrecked. Get sucked into the digestive tract stomach. You little bastard. Anyway, take a look at this place, guys. Isn't it gorgeous? It's been covered in snow, and our Lush Mesa Biome is just looking absolutely fantastic. Now, who was responsible for this? That is the question at hand. I know that some of you guys out there know who was responsible for this. It took me a while to work it out, though, and I actually got told on my live stream exactly who did this. Take a look at this. What a beautiful Winter Wonderland. Spelling error with the blinky face. Merry Christmas, smiley face. My friends, the one and only False Symmetry worked her butt off to create an amazing Lush Mesa Wonderland for us. And honestly, I think it's so beautiful that I want to keep it this way for a while. I don't know, it makes me feel, even though there's freaking zombies everywhere, it gives me a very happy and warm feeling inside. It makes me feel content. It makes me feel like all is good with the world. Especially when there's zombies coming at me. Get out of my face, you bastards! Alright, let's get up here onto the hill. We'll let them sort of wander around the Wonderland. They're obviously very grumpy because of all the Christmas cheer. And now their babies are coming also! My goodness! Get out of here!
Hey, welcome, ReNDoG.
Hey!
So, I thought you'd be by to work on your Hermiton thing. Like,
yes.
I know you've already got the Hermiton Hall set up somewhere else, but this is going to be the Hermiton shop.
Okay, sweet.
Right? Did you write that side?
Yep, this is me. Yep.
Okay, just making sure somebody else wasn't like faking me out, because I've been like waiting for somebody to move in, and then nobody ever did. And then this sign goes up, and I was super pumped. And it turned out you were actually my secret Santa.
What?
Indeed. And so happy Secret Santa, ReNDoG.
Oh, dude! This is freaking awesome! Okay.
Check it out.
Happy Secret Santa, ReNDoG. A shulker box. Do I get to keep the shulker box?
You do, and it's festively themed.
It is festively themed. It looks a little bit like my jumper. It looks awesome. Okay, hold on. Let me crank this sucker open. Oh, damn, dude. This is insane.
Well, I heard you needed some quartz for the shop.
I need so much quartz. It's ridiculous.
You know, and I thought, you know, you might need a few other things too. People are always telling me that you're falling, dying all the time, so maybe you need some spare armor or spare equipment.
Yeah,
I hope that's not a terrible omen.
A winter makarapa, and a spring makarapa, and emergency dance brookies. Where did you learn that word, Joe?
I literally went through the Wikipedia article on South African slang, looking for anything in the game that had a South African word that I could put in there. So, yep.
That's absolutely amazing. Dansbroekies in Afrikaans means, well, dancing pants, basically. Directly translated. That's amazing. And there's Cub Fan's bald head, which is my favorite part of this gift, I must say.
I'm so glad.
Oh man, replacement for the Ekine exoskeleton. That's so needed. R.I.P. Speedy. May his soul rest in pieces. I can put him back together again with this exoskeleton. That's awesome, Joe.
You can rebuild him stronger, better, shinier than before.
Oh, there's an ReNDoG shuffle over here, an eye stabber. That's awesome. And an iron pickaxe. Oh, Joe, dude, you have been way too kind, man. This is way too generous. Thanks, dude. This is epic.
I'm happy to help. You know, it's so fun playing on a server with other people, and I thought, like, you know what? I'm going to put this here, and he's going to log in, and he's going to find this when he goes to work on his shop. And so I get to be excited about my new neighbor, and he gets to see this fun thing. And I'm going to be honest, when I set this up, I wasn't sure exactly what the deadline was for Secret Santa. So I just, I was just like, okay, False said we all need to draw names today. So I was like, I got to get this done. Yeah. I got it done, and when I logged in today and I saw you hadn't actually opened it or discovered it yet, I was like, well, that was kind of a waste of a decoy gift.
Yeah.
Because this wasn't the real gift. This was what you were going to find so you would think that you had gotten the gift. And
Wait,
then I was
hang
going
on.
to... So prepare your brain, okay?
Wait, hang on. So this isn't the real gift?
Well, this is a gift. This is you get to keep everything in there.
Okay, sweet.
But this was supposed to put you into a false state of like reassurance.
I got my gift. I'm happy. Thanks, Joe. That's awesome.
and then I was gonna be like, well, ReNDoG, let me blow your mind now.
Oh, okay, dude. I'm ready. I'm ready to have the mind blown out the water.
Excellent. Like, I know that you've got those that intro with the gears and the bones and all the ReNDoG, the dogcraft.net and all that. Yeah. And I thought, you know what he needs for that is he needs some custom music. So I wrote a little something for you.
What?
I've heard there was a ReNDoG who worked with mafias to steal the logs, but you don't really like Azuma, do you? It goes like this. You'll get the gist, an episode for a playlist, and it'll all go up on the YouTube. The YouTube. And then you can put in a record scratch noise here or something, and we'll cut to like, yep. Who let ReNDoG out? You YouTube. Who let ReNDoG out? You YouTube. And then something a little bit more like ReNDoG. ReNDoG will let's play Minecraft or some other game. Hear the ReNDoG say, greetin' Cyberdogs. Boop. And anyway, that's all I got.
Dude, that was so epic.
Thanks,
man.
I'm so happy. I'm glad you like it.
That just made my day, dude. That was absolutely amazing. You know what would be so awesome? If some really talented human being out there like put some backing track to that jazz, dude, and made it all awesome and put a beat to it, you know, and like made it into a proper song for us. That would be amazing, right?
I would not pursue legal action against anyone who did that. Like that's my way of saying I love that idea.
Royalty free.
Yeah. Well, and I was going to say, you can feel free to use that audio yourself, Ren, in the beginning of any video you like. I'm sure it'll pay off for you. Your subscriptions will go through the roof.
Oh, Joe, dude, that you put a smile on my face, man. That was really, really awesome. You put so much thought into it and everything, and that was so sweet. Thanks, Joe. I really appreciate that, dude.
Oh, and thank you for moving in. I'm so excited about having a new neighbor and getting this boardwalk district underway.
Atlas! Hey, doggy, what's cracking? How's it going, man? Oh, are you still mourning the loss of Peabody? I think he is. Oh, man. No! No, you freaking creeper! Oh my goodness! Oh man, that sucks! Creeper hole in my beautiful land? I mean seriously, can't a man just travel through his lush Mesa Biome to take a look at all the beautiful things that False Symmetry has done without being harassed by creepers? Oh, this game, guys, this game. I suppose that creeper was just coming to wish me a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, you green butt! Another creeper right over here, right behind us. No, get out of here. I should probably sleep, hey? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Undead infestation has been somewhat cleared, except for one little baby who is gonna kill me right now. Oh my goodness. And there's a creeper incoming. No, this is not Christmassy. This is not in the Christmas spirit, you little bugger. Okay, this is a little bit too close for comfort, everybody. I think I need to find a bed quick, fast, and in a hurry before really bad things happen to me. There are too many mobs around here. Oh, Mumbo, please sleep, dude. Please sleep. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Oh, no. This is bad. This is real bad. Okay, I'm going to take up positions on the high ground. I smell you all. I'm going to have to turn and face my freaking opponents right now, guys. In the name of the Hermitcraft Nation, I shall defend these lands. Get out of my face, undead hordes. Bam! Oh my goodness, where's a bed? Dang it! Well, it's been a while since we derped something fierce in this series. I suppose I had that coming, man. That skeleton... Oh, he didn't actually have a very good bow on him at all. I was about to blame the fact that the skeleton had an insane bow on him on that ridiculously derpy death, but apparently that ain't gonna work, man. Also, my stuff has gone all over the place. Oh my goodness, there's so many zombies over here. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of freaking Hermitcraft with the ReNDoG. Can I actually get my episode started, please, zombie? I thank you very much, man. This has been one of the... He had my elytra on. That freaking thief. He stole my elytra. Oh my goodness. Where is my helmet at? Oh man, I'm gonna have to find all my stuff, aren't I? I freaking hate this game sometimes. Peace was once again restored to the Lush Mesa Wonderland, and ReNDoG could continue with his task of placing down some freaking blocks. I think we're good, guys. I've got my armor on. I've got my scarf on. Any further undead freaking infestations will be very quickly and promptly dealt with. And hopefully we can actually get on with this episode. Jeez, this has been the derpiest intro to any freaking episode I think I've ever made, man. What is going on here? Anyway, let's take one final look at our beautiful Lush Mesa Biome. Thank you so much, False Symmetry, for your work here. Wow, it must have taken you hours to do. Even got icicles in the trees, man. That is just absolutely amazing. And yeah, like I was saying a little bit earlier, you know, this place makes me feel really happy, makes me feel really content, really pleased, actually. And I think that contentness goes a lot deeper than just playing some Minecraft and seeing some beautiful stuff in my base. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today in today's episode. But we're going to get to that in a little bit of a while, guys. Firstly, I want to show you some of the amazing freaking work that has been going on here in the Hermitron halls. The ReNDoG has been hard at work, guys. All I can say is the grind has been real. However, I think it has been worth it. Isn't this place looking absolutely amazing? We're just going to walk down this passageway so I can give you guys a chance just to absorb what is before you right now. And please take note of all the quartz. This is what ReNDoG has been doing for the last 2 weeks. Grinding quartz and building this immense hall for all of my fellow hermits. Since we were last together, I have completed the roof sections of all of these sort of column areas over here. I think I mentioned in the previous episode of how I wanted to mimic the design in the roof section. I wanted to make it look like it was mimicking the water. And to do that, we've got a bunch of quartz up there and a bunch of blue freaking glass. And I also asked you guys in the previous episode if you wouldn't mind me using bone blocks. Well, I did use bone blocks for these sections over here. And as you can see, you can't even tell the difference. So that is awesome. And that saved me a lot of time. What I really love about the build in its current state is the lighting. I love how the pads over here, the different hermit pods, are looking really cool. I love how dark they are at the top. It helps to sort of create these sections in the hall, right? You can see the pods, and I think that color really helps to break up the very columny or very vertical design feature of the Hermitron halls. I absolutely love it. I love the walls too with all the end rods. Oh, that's another thing that you guys told me about in the previous episode, man. ReNDoG done derped pretty fierce last week. I went on a mission to get end rods, and a ton of you guys actually told me, ReNDoG, you fool, you can craft end rods. So, yeah, I crafted a ridiculous amount of end rods and I'm using them in the walls, which I think have turned out real spicy. I love the fact that the end rods are horizontal. It also helps to sort of break up the vertical nature of the build, right? Having those horizontal lines like that. And the whole place has just come together amazingly. I'm, well, exceptionally proud of this build. I think it's probably one of the most awesome things that I've ever done in this game, and it certainly has taken the most time out of most of the projects that I've done. I think only the Mobilisa has taken me more time to do than this particular build, but I think it's looking fantastic. Of course, we have one more task to figure out. That is how to get the hermits in and out of Hermitron halls, right? And that's what we're going to start working on today. Oh man, guys, I am so excited to get the Hermitron season fired up on the Hermitcraft server in the next couple of weeks, man. I'm just so pumped, and that's why I've been working on this so hard. However, I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking to you guys today about how this game is going to function. I've now tried to explain the rules of Hermitron a couple of times, but it hasn't really worked out. A bunch of the hermits are still confused, and a bunch of you guys out there are still confused too. So I've decided that today we're going to start working on a tutorial hall, okay? So here's the thinking. Let's set up like a little tutorial section at the entrance of the Hermitron halls. So what I'm thinking is at the top there, we're going to have some ruins, okay? We're going to have like a ruined castle or something like that. And in the center of that castle, we're going to have a drop. The hermits are going to drop down into a lobby area, basically, right? A Hermitron lobby area. I saw you, Creeper. Where did you go, bro? And it looks like that lobby area is going to be right above a giant ravine. Oh man, that's going to be a pain in the butt to make. Anyway, this lobby area is going to have a tutorial hall in it, right? And here's what I'm thinking. A tutorial hall will literally be like a walkthrough like this, right? So you'll walk into the corridor like this, the tutorial corridor. Over here will be like a window explaining like step 1 of Hermitron. Then over here will be like a window explaining step 2 of Hermitron. Then over here will be another window explaining step 3 of Hermitron. And by the time the hermit comes out of the tutorial passageway, they will know how Hermitron works and they can enter the hall and go work on their collections. That is what I want to try and work on today. I think that's going to be the best way to explain the game to some of the hermits out there who are still a little bit confused. A lot of them have let me know in Discord that they're really excited for Hermitron, but they're very confused as to how the rules work. And I know that a few of you guys out there have also expressed your concerns regarding how the game actually works. So I reckon a tutorial hall is where we should be, man. I think that could work really well. So let's work on like a long drop over here, okay? So above this hole, I'm going to create some sort of a beautiful ruin. It's going to be like a ruined castle that has been here for many years, for hundreds of years in fact, and beneath that ruined castle is going to be that awesome Hermitron hall, and the hermits are going to come down here and drop down this long drop to get down into the Hermitron halls. That's the plan. Let's give it a go, see if it's going to work out. And I've got quite a lot of digging to do today to get this done. And actually, while I'm doing this, I want to have a chat with you guys because it's one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft is to get going with new things like this. Excavations, planning, designing, you know, laying out foundations for things. I just love it. It's one of my favorite things. And I kind of felt like talking to you guys a bit today because we're about 2 days out from Christmas, aren't we? Now, I am imagining that a lot of you guys in your houses right now are prepared for Christmas. Things are cooking in the oven, the turkey's ready for basting, all of the presents are under the Christmas tree, you've got all your Christmas lights up, family has arrived from all over the world, even the uncle that you don't like, even that guy is here, and he's chilling in your house, you know, and everybody's getting together for Christmas. All family feuds are put aside for a few days, and everybody can just enjoy a little bit of food, hang out together, and be reminded about, you know, family and how awesome it is to be with family, right? That's what I'm imagining in my brain, and that's the sort of thought that is helping me get through this Christmas period myself. For me, Christmas is generally speaking anyway, for the last 3 years or so anyway, a bit of a tough time of year for me. Being a real-life hermit and being in another country away from my family back in South Africa means that I don't really spend Christmas with my family. In fact, this is the 3rd year running that I haven't spent Christmas with my family. And, you know, it's pretty hard. It definitely is definitely hard on the ReNDoG soul to go through it every single year. But, you know, there are some things that I want to talk about that sort of comfort me and get me through these times. And perhaps if there are people out there who are the same as me, I'm sure I'm not the only person who is not with their family this Christmas. I hope that my words today can give you a little bit of solace. And for those of you guys out there who are with your family, I hope that my words can help you to appreciate, how important your family is and how amazing it is to be able to spend this time with them, even if you don't like Uncle Bob sitting in the corner farting all the time, okay? Now, one of the things that really gets me through this time of year is spending a lot of time with myself, remembering some of the most important and some of the most awesome moments that I can remember when I was a kid and when I used to have Christmas with my family. And I want to share with you guys one of my favorite Christmases that I ever went through with my family. And I was probably I must have been, get out of here, creeper! I'm trying to tell a story, bro, jeez! You also need to get out of here, creeper, because you look precariously dangerous over there, right? Now, I think we're going to have to make a bridge over here, because I have a feeling that our little thing over there is a little bit further on. So let's carry on with the work over here. Anyway, one of my favorite Christmases, and I've had many Christmases, and I can't remember all of them, but I remember the ones that were awesome, and this one was a particularly awesome one. I was about, I don't know, it must have been about 10 years old, I suppose, and my younger brother, Goxie, was about 8 years old. And in South Africa on Christmas, myself and my family, we used to go to the beach, because in South Africa, of course, during Christmas time, it's super hot. It's summertime, and it's very, very different to England, where I live now, which is, of course, winter time and snow and coldness. But for South Africans, summer is about the barbecue, man. It's about swimming in the sea. It's about, really hot temperature. It's about the sun. It's a completely different style of Christmas, I guess. And I think my parents really loved going to the sea for Christmas, and we went there for probably 10 years, every single year while I was growing up. And one particular Christmas, I want to talk about the present that my brother and I received from my stepfather. Now, my stepfather is an amazing man. He is one of the most incredible, in fact, he is the most amazing man that I've ever known in my life, and he is my inspiration for everything that I do. He is the shoulders beneath my feet, so to speak, and he is the one that has really helped me through my life and helped me get to where I am today. Without my stepfather, there would be no ReNDoG channel. There would be none of this would have happened. And he is an amazing person, and I adore him with all my freaking heart, man. And I remember when this particular Christmas, we had just sort of started living with my stepfather. You see, my real father passed away when I was about 6 years old, and my mother remarried again. I think it was 3 or 4 years later, or maybe a little bit more, maybe 5 years later. But my stepfather had been in our lives for a few years, but it was still a relatively new thing, all of us being together as a family with my stepfather. And this particular Christmas, my stepfather, well, what can I say? He pranked us, something fierce, man. And my stepfather's a jokester, he's a pranker. He's a joker. He absolutely loves pulling your leg. He loves jokes and pranks, and he's pranked my brother and I our entire lives. He's always sort of brought a smile to our face with it, and he's very smart with his prankage also. This particular Christmas, we got our butts pranked, man. It was Christmas morning. My brother and I were up at the crack of dawn, went straight into the living room, sitting in front of the tree, waiting for the adults to wake up so that we could crank open our presents. And underneath the tree was two giant presents, or were two giant presents, should I say. Use the grammar correctly, ReNDoG. And on those giant boxes said ReNDoG and Goxie, and we knew that those presents were for us, right? These boxes were massive. They were like the size of us. They were huge. So Goxie and I thought, oh man, we're going to get an amazing present this year, right? It's going to be the best present ever. Anyway, we could hardly contain our excitement. We were shouting, Mom, Dad, wake up. It's Christmas time. We want to open the Christmas presents. And our parents sort of came into the room all grumpy, because we'd woken them up at the crack of dawn, and my mum put on some coffee and some biscuits and some tea for us, and it was time to start cranking open presents. Now, I don't know how you guys out there open presents in your house, but the way that we used to open presents in my house is that the presents would be under the tree, and either my brother and I would be the elf for that year, right? So my mum would say, okay, ReNDoG, give Goxie a present. And then I'd go find Goxie a present. Okay, ReNDoG, give your dad a present. And I'd go find dad a present, right? That's how we used to run the system. This year, my mama dog decided that she was going to be the elf of Christmas, and she started handing out presents very, very slowly. Started handing out presents to herself and my stepdad, and very slowly giving us the small presents, you know, from our grandparents and from other people. Not the big presents, of course, and letting us sweat something fierce, man. My brother and I were sweating. We just wanted to open up the big presents. We were getting socks and jumpers and all of that sweet jazz from the grandparents, but all we really wanted to do was crank open our 2 big presents. Anyway, the time came to crank open those presents, and my brother and I were just beyond excited. I mean, the excitement level was through the freaking roof, over 9,000. And my mum brought, the mama elf, should I say, brought the 2 big boxes to us, and my stepdad said to us, okay, you have to open these both at the same time. And we opened them both at the same time, and it was a massive box, and we opened the box up, and we were so excited we couldn't wait to see what we got. We opened up the box, and inside the box was a pair of socks. Just a pair of regular socks. Nothing more to it, just some sock action, and that was it. And, you know, my brother and I were, you know, what can I say? We were disappointed, I suppose. Hey, X! But of course, we weren't rude about it. You know, we wouldn't have ended up in one of those YouTube videos, you know, when the kids like throw a fit because they didn't get what they want for Christmas. We just sort of said, thanks, you know, thanks for the present, Mum and Dad, this is great. Yeah, we really love it. And my dad was like, yeah, guys, you know, we've had a bit of a rough year financially, and this is all we could afford. And, you know, I hope you understand. You know, completely serious, completely 100% serious. No chuckling or pretending. You know, there's no ways that we could have told that he was in fact joking. My dad, and we were all in the living room opening up the presents, and my dad got up and he said, okay, well, guys, I'm going to go have a shower, and then we can have some breakfast. And he went to his room, and, you know, as he walked off, he said, I hope you guys enjoy your socks. They're very special socks. My stepdad went back to his room, and a few minutes later, while my brother and I were sort of sitting there on the couch, still kind of digesting what had just happened, my stepfather came back with an absolutely massive box in his hands, and all wrapped up, looking amazing. And he put it down on the table in the living room, and he went back to his room and got another box. And there on the living room table were 2 giant boxes, and my brother and I tried to pick them up when my father went back to his room. You know, we wanted to shake them. We wanted to hear what was inside, maybe. You know, we wanted to try and get a clue of what was going on. And it was super, super heavy, man. It was so, so heavy, and we couldn't believe what was happening. We were just so happy. Anyway, he came back with the second box, and he put it down, and he was like, guys, obviously I was just joking. This is your real Christmas present. Go on and open it. And my brother and I started cranking open those presents as fast as we possibly could. And, well, what can I say, man? What we opened, I think, is probably the reason why I'm a YouTuber, and why I'm a gamer, and why I'm playing Minecraft right now with you guys out there. Because what my father got for us was a PlayStation 1. And that may not sound amazing now, because, you know, we're in the era of PlayStations, but back in those days, well, a PlayStation 1 in South Africa was pretty hard to get. In fact, you couldn't actually get it in South Africa, and my father had actually bought it in America when he'd gone over there for work. Not only did he buy us a PlayStation 1, and you know, obviously there were no PlayStation 1 games to be bought in South Africa at that time, he had bought us an entire box of PlayStation 1 games, like 100 games, I would say, in that box, in the second box that he had given us. And that was probably one of the happiest days of my life, I think, because my brother and I were introduced to a world of gaming that we could only ever imagine. We'd been playing on Game Boys and Nintendo 64s and Sega Mega Drives before that PlayStation came into our lives, and that PlayStation changed everything, man. And from that holiday onwards, I was hooked. I was a gamer through and freaking through, man. Nothing was going to stop me being a gamer after that. And I have very fond memories of spending many beautiful summers with my brother, playing PlayStation together when the weather was bad outside, and when their weather was good, going and swimming in the sea and surfing and building sandcastles and getting up to mischief on the beach and so on. Really amazing times. And it's those sort of memories that get me through this time of year for me personally. And, you know, if you guys are having a bit of a rough time during this Christmas period too, I would encourage you to look back at some of the memories that you may have, you know, put together in your younger years that you were really happy, and spend a little bit of time back there, you know, just let your mind go back to those times and try and remember the feelings that you felt in those times, and try and relive those moments. And you know, it should really help you. It should really help you, because it definitely helps me feel a little bit better. So yeah, I suppose that's the story that I wanted to share with you guys for this Christmas period. I've been working a little bit on the entry lobby here. The hermits are going to drop down here, go land over here, and then we're going to have some sort of a tutorial hall. I haven't quite figured out exactly how this hall is going to work, but I do want it to be some sort of a corridor that they have to follow, right? So maybe, okay, so maybe it's something like this. Maybe you go in here. Okay, so this is the entrance into Hermitron halls, and then there is an option to go into the tutorial, and then this is probably the end of the tutorial. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. And what we could do is we could have like a piston door over here that can only be opened from this side, right? So this will look like a wall unless somebody comes through here. And we could stick a piston door at the end there too, so that once a hermit gets into the Hermitron halls, they can't get back into this hall. So that's a cool idea. Oh man, okay, so I've got lots of excavating to do to get this project done. We're probably going to work on this in the next episode. But yeah, I suppose I just wanted to spend a few more minutes just thanking you guys for an amazing year. It's been really, really awesome being in this Hermitcraft group, and, you know, like I was saying before, seeing things like the Winter Wonderland that False Symmetry made for me makes me feel really happy, and makes me feel really pleased that I joined this group and that I'm a part of something so special like Hermitcraft here on the Hermitcraft server. And you know, I've made some really amazing new friends here on the Hermitcraft server in this Hermitcraft group, and you know, having these friendships is also really, really cool, and it helps me through these tough times, you know, during the December Christmas periods when the ReNDoG is truly a real life hermit. But the thing that gets me through the most, of course, is you guys out there. Even though I'm not with my family right now, I feel like I have two new families here. I've got the Hermitcraft guys, who are like a second family to me, and of course I have you guys out there who have showed me the most incredible amount of support that I could ever have imagined over the last 9 months of being on Hermitcraft. And I can't thank you guys enough for being there for me, and, you know, just supporting me and letting me know every single day that there are peeps out there that do think about the ReNDoG and that everything is going to be okay. Oh man. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. Geez, a little bit of a talky episode to say the least, but I hope you guys did enjoy it. This is looking pretty sweet. Done a bit of excavating, and this is going to be the entrance into the Hermitron experience, and it's going to be pretty freaking awesome, man. But for now, my friends, I think I'm going to say goodbye, and yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas day in a couple of days, and we will be sure to see you very, very soon. You hear me, my friends? We will see you in the next couple of days. Don't worry if you can't watch any ReNDoG videos during Christmas, okay? Family first, my friends, and then YouTube second. That's how it should be. Thanks so much for watching, my friends. We'll see you all in the next episode, okay? And if I don't see you before Christmas, Merry frickin' Christmas, guys. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, happy holidays to you and your family. And I wish you all nothing but the best. ReNDoG, signing out.